Today, we're talking about the watch market in a way that other YouTube watch channels won't talk about, something that we feel very passionately about here, especially in the watch world.
For those of you who don't know, we are Oliver Smith Jeweler. We are a 43-year-old family-owned and operated watch and jewelry store here in Scottsdale, Arizona. We have offshoots both in Aspen and in Scottsdale Fashion Square. So if you're in any of those locations, please stop in and say hi. We'd love to meet you. So what a crazy year 2023 has been.
Yes. Emotional roller coaster.
A monetary roller coaster. It's been absolutely nuts. I don't want to be one of the guys who goes, the sky is falling, the market's crashing, any of that stuff, because I don't believe that's true.
Right. We've seen the contrary.
Yeah. I think what everybody's looking at, everybody's panicking about is a completely normal and well-deserved contraction in the market.
Right.
You can call it
pre-COVID times.
Yeah. I really think what had happened was everyone was at home. Everybody was on their laptops, and everybody wanted to learn about watches.
Cool.
Which is great for like a little YouTube channel that likes to teach you about watches. So that was also a lot of fun. But in the meantime, I think a lot of people really ran this up. Mm-hmm. Those of you who know me, those of you who are like OG viewers of the channel, know my opinion on watches, and you guys are going to kill me in the comments for this. Watches are not appreciating assets until they are. And there's a few out there that we all know, the mega watches, the god tier stuff.
Yes, that most people like to talk about on YouTube. But there's in reality a ton of other watches out there.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people were sitting home learning about watches, and it really ran up the market. Mm-hmm. I mean, for 18 months there, I did not sell you a watch. You made me sell you a watch. We all agreed it was absolutely nuts.
Yeah,
trees don't grow to the sky, and correct. Sure enough, there's a correction in the market.
There was a crash this year. A crash, Rolex market crashed, all of that. Turns out it wasn't so true, but we did have a little bit of correction that George has predicted for a while. Yeah,
it had to. I mean, it was all our predictions of run up and all our predictions of value became true, which I love that. It's always nice to be right. But yeah, I mean, it had to come down, and it's come down to a reasonable conversation. I mean, this is going to get a little Rolex heavy.
No, God!
But Rolex is the watermark I use for the market.
Sure. Yes, that's fair.
We've done it for years. We talk about the Daytona, steel Daytona, stuff like that. But like a date just shouldn't be double retail.
Right. Just more available. The demand's not the same.
That should be your Oyster Perpetuals and stuff like that should be your entry fee. And what we've seen is most date just right now are a lateral or a little bit below retail in the secondary, kind of where they should be.
Right.
What I've really kind of enjoyed is a lot of people are getting offered this stuff now, and they'll call a guy like me thinking that it's their payday, and I'm going to give this guy $10,000, and then a guy like me is going to give you 12, and I'm going to sell it for 14, and those days are so long gone.
Sailed. Yeah, if you're getting offered it to then sell it to us, I think those days are gone.
But it brings me back to my original tenet, and what drew me into watch collecting and watch dealing is if you buy what you love, the secondary market will not matter. I think most of us like to do a smart thing with our money and have a fiduciary responsibility to yourself and your spouse and your home. Mm-hmm. That being said, the story of my personal GMT Master comes to mind.
Okay, let's hear it.
This is kind of during the run-up. I had the GMT Master 2 50th anniversary.
Yes.
Black bezel, green hand, green nomenclature on the dial.
Great
Love the watch, always loved the watch. I had it in the case, no box and papers, for $14,500.
Okay.
And I was talking to a friend, and I said, this watch is a little bit slept on. If you're asking me my advice on what might be good to put your money into, this might be a smart one, because I think it should be a $17,000, $18,000 watch. Discontinued, my favorite word in the watch language. And my buddy's like, it's a great watch, it's just not for me, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Instead of putting it back in the case, I walked upstairs and talked to Oliver, and I bought the watch at $14,500. Now,
practicing what you preach.
Well, it was taking a little bit of my own advice, yeah. And I've always loved the watch, so why not? That watch is now $11,000, $10,500, something along those lines. So did I lose anything? Absolutely not. I never plan on selling it. I love that watch. I wear it all the time. It's just for me, especially traveling the way we do, it's like the perfect watch. It's just my go-to for almost everything. The amount of use, miles per miles, if you will, I've gotten out of that watch is absolutely nothing compared to like the $3,500 loss I may have taken on it. And again, if I'm not planning on selling it, who cares?
Right.
You don't lose till you try to take your money off the table.
There's an emotional connection you're talking about, which
Absolutely.
I think oftentimes gets lost, especially in like the YouTube world, because we're so interested in talking about the market and the prices and are you going to make money, but really this all started from like a desire and an appreciation, and you might be into watches for different reasons. There's different things to appreciate and money could be one of them, but really the fun part of it is like just you said, the smiles for miles and enjoying something,
and there's community, there's camaraderie. I think we've done a really good job here in the Valley of helping to create that. The people who walk through the door here at Oliver Smith are not clients at all, they're friends. We all help each other, talk each other off the ledge when somebody's going to do something dumb. But that's what it's all about. And I think if you stick to those core tenets, buy what you love, figure out why you enjoy watches, and really, really embrace that. Embrace the community. If you have a red bar in your area, jump in on that. There's all these chrono clubs all over the place. But enjoy the community, talk watches, and have a lot of fun with it. If you have questions, holler. We're here for you. And again, just to help you navigate this weird and wacky world. But stick with it.
Follow us.
Please follow us, like and follow. That's always a good thing. But it's just great that you guys came to listen to us. So thank you very much.